guys, you're welcome to Relationships QnA with Pastor Labi. Today I'm going to be answering another question. I don't even know how to put the question really. So the question is, how do you end an ungodly relationship? So you are in a relationship and it's not godly. How should you end it? What should you do? Because people ask this question a lot. I was speaking with someone recently who was in a relationship, but now they feel that, oh, I think I'm not supposed to be in that relationship. So this person came to me and said, well, I'm seeing someone, but I feel I should end it. Actually, a lot of people have spoken to me about this particular issue, and they were like, I want to end it, but I don't know how the other person will take it. Because they might feel maybe I've cheated on them or have somebody else in mind, or so on and so forth. Can I tell us this? There are two things that makes a relationship ungodly. Okay, there are two things, and people focus on the second thing, not on the first thing. The second thing that make a relationship ungodly is because we are doing ungodly stuff. No matter who you are, even if you are in a godly relationship is a relationship allowed by God. Okay, what makes a relationship godly is because you've prayed, you've heard a word from God, God has spoken to you, you have a conviction, you have a knowing, you have a certain that you heard from God. Okay, so the second thing that make a relationship ungodly, regardless, is you are doing ungodly stuff. I.e., a lot of people are in a relationship, okay, and they are doing things that is not godly. Songs of Solomon, chapter 8, verse 4. Scripture says that, daughters of Jerusalem, I charge you, do not arouse or awaken love until the time is right. So a lot of people are in a relationship, they are trying to awake love. Anything you do, to be honest, we all know what ungodly stuffs are in a relationship. Okay, and the first thing, which I think is the most important, what make something ungodly is because it's not ordained by God. All right, a lot of people are in a relationship, they probably are not sure whether they should be in it or not, or peradventure they don't even know whether to pray or not. They've been in for a few years. Okay, you need to, if it's not, if God didn't say you should go on that relationship journey, then it's ungodly automatically. Okay, understand that before you start a relationship, you should actually pray to God about it. That's the whole point. Okay, so two things that makes a relationship ungodly is if you are with somebody and you are not sure whether it's God or not, or it is not God. You haven't prayed, or you've prayed, you haven't heard from God, you have to wait. And the second thing, even if peradventure or lucky for you, God spoke to you, that's your spouse, that's great, that's awesome, but you guys started doing ungodly stuff, then that relationship, even though it's ordained by God, but it's corrupted. You remember the corruptible and the incorruptible seed. So your relationship is corrupted. Why? Because you have invited the devil. You have done things that is against the will of God. Okay, so I get people come to me and they say, well, I'm in this relationship for a few years now, and I haven't listened to you in your relationship talk and so on and so forth. I feel that we didn't really pray before starting, so what do I do? And this is what I tell people: if you are in an ungodly relationship, you need to quit that relationship, no matter how many years of investment. Okay, no matter how many years on what you don't start with God, you cannot just bring God into it. It doesn't work like that. Scripture says, acknowledge the Lord in all that you do. Lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. Okay, Proverbs 3 from verse 5. In all your ways, acknowledge the Lord. So if you acknowledge God, then God will give you direction. Okay, so this is what I tell people: if you are in an ungodly relationship, i.e., you are doing ungodly stuff, i.e., you are not sure, or you didn't pray before you start the relationship, my advice would be to step out of that relationship and then go to God in prayer. Okay, and people ask me, so what do I tell this person that I'm with? I don't want to feel like the bad person. It's simple. Scripture says in Jeremiah 29, I think verse 11, it says that, for I know the thoughts and the plan I have for you, to give you a hope and a future, to bring you to an expected end. So God has a plan for you. So usually I would tell people that, the person you are with, give them a call if you cannot see them, or ask them out, you guys go out to dinner and explain to them, hey, we are in this relationship for a few years now, but now I've realized that it is actually ungodly. God is not in it. So I think for the better of the future of both of you, you need to step out and go and pray, because two people who are in a wrong relationship are ending on the wrong direction, and there is destruction. Okay, so if you are with somebody that is not the will of God for you, okay, then you will not only mess up your future, but you will also mess up their future. So I usually will encourage people, have a meeting with the other person and let them understand. Don't just call and say, well, don't just, it's a bit rude to send, for example, now a guy want to end a relationship. You know that if you've been with a lady for 3-4 years and you want to end it, you can't just send them a text message. To me, that's rude. Okay, the lady would think there's somebody else in the picture, or maybe you find somebody, especially if you're not in the same country anymore. So it's always good to see them in person. If you cannot see them in person, give them a phone call, explain to them that the reason why I think we should end this is for us to go and pray, and explain to them what you understand now. Explain to them that your future, you are concerned about their future and your future. And if it's not the will of God, it can never be the will of God. Okay, and scripture says, Romans 12 verse 2, we should not conform to the pattern of this world. So I'm really going to encourage you, the best way to end an ungodly relationship is, don't just send the person a text message. Explain to them that the future, because if both of you are not God's plan, no matter what the past is, it's better to have a broken relationship than a divorce in marriage. Okay, surely we don't want divorce in marriage. We are trying to avoid divorce in marriage, and that's why we'll encourage it. Because people come to me and say, well, our parents know each other. Forget it. If you haven't prayed, if you didn't pray before you start the relationship, you need to end the relationship. That's my advice. And then pray. Okay, because I tell people this, I want to go on a journey. As a matter of fact, I was praying to God concerning the journey. Why on that journey? I'm fooling myself, because I'm already on my way on a journey, and I'm praying, God, should I go on this journey or not? If God says no, are you going to turn back? Why don't you pray to God before you purchase the ticket, or before you start driving, before you start the journey? Why don't you ask God, God, would you like me to go on this journey or not? Okay, God is not a mediocre. Okay, you're already on your journey. You're praying, Father, should I go or not? If God says no, you want to hear yes, because in your mind, you've already decided to do it anyway. Okay, so solution is you have to return back to where you're coming from and pray to God. God, I want to travel. I want to go on this journey. Should I or should I not? Okay, I know for some of us, it might be a tough decision, but some of us, it might be a very hard one to do, but the truth is bitter. And guess what? When you do the right thing, it's for the future of both of you. Okay, so ungodly relationship, for me, is going nowhere. Except you want to involve God, and God is all knowing. God knows everything. Thank you very much for listening to me today. I hope that has blessed you. If you want more clarification, please do drop a message on the box, and please do listen to my other videos. I've got about 20 hot videos on YouTube, and I believe it will bless you. So please like, share, and drop a comment on my videos. God bless you, and God bless me. Find your friend.